Hey guys, good morning. So it's not every day in my bike shop that I get such an opportunity as this. Uh, some of you are familiar with the history of mountain biking, and most people know about the guys over in Marin County that kind of created their clunkers, and they went down these crazy hills and did all kinds of racing and stuff. Well, at the same time, a little less known, there's a group of people doing that here in Crested Butte, Colorado as well, which is just over the hill from here, not too far. And lo and behold, one of those OGs came into my shop yesterday and wants me to build him none other than a single speed Schwinn Klunker, ready to tackle the mountains, just like he did in the 70s and 80s. So I'm pretty stoked to be doing such a high profile build, and he even wants me to paint the thing, so that's going to be interesting too. I've got to kind of take some pictures of it so that I can match the stripes when I'm done, because I'll have to do a lot of work to get that to come out the same. I'm not going to build that part or the checkers. The tiger, I might have to keep that and all that on the chain guard there. I'll have to repaint that. Those are painted on there anyway, they're not decals, so to keep it OG, I'm gonna have to do that. The only thing that's gonna get upgraded on it is a new chain and some new tires. These wheels are fine, they're just fine. They might need some trimming, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm totally stoked to be working on this bike, and I'm gonna start tearing it down, and it'll be cool. It'll be really cool. Hey guys. So a couple days have passed, and Archie came back. He came back with a couple of things here. Some old periodicals from 1989, right here. Yeah. So this was actually, 10 years after the fact. But I guess there he is, Archie Archuleta. Picture of him right there. Of course, to his right, got Bob Starr. And these guys were the original Pearl Pass riders. Now, you don't really hear too much about them when you look up mountain biking history. Mostly what you find is the Marin County guys and the repack race. Charlie Kelly, Gary Fisher, and those guys. But if you look into the story a little bit deeper and you read some of these articles, you'll learn that Gary Fisher actually was inspired by these guys. So it was really a combination of both of these guys. It was like you had two groups of people essentially innovating at the same time. So I'm really stoked to have these, and I haven't had a ton of time to read them, but there's a bunch of old articles here, kind of all combined, and of course every year they have their Fat Tire Bike Day over in Crested Butte, and so one of these days I'm going to have to show up to that myself. Seems like a pretty cool deal, since I'm actually, little known fact, originally from the Roaring Fork Valley myself, so I think climbing Pearl Pass on an old clunker is kind of on my bucket list of things to do and places to go on a bike. So, but it's pretty cool to have all this here, so I'm keeping it in my jewel case for right now. But it's just kind of cool to see all these old articles here. Maybe I can find a picture of something. Yeah, that picture's from 1978, the Pearl Pass tour. So interesting. 2 years before I was even born. I was born in 1980, so, but I was born not too far from Pearl Pass, over in the little town of Aspen, Colorado. And here I reside now in Cedar Edge. But anyway, he's gonna have me build up this bike. I've already got it taken apart. We've got everything torn down except for the wheels. He's not gonna keep the wheels. He's gonna have, I've got the frame taken down. So one thing I have to do is make sure to preserve all of the decals. Luckily this one should come right off. know about the stripes there. We'll have to do something. This Schwinn quality, that might have to do, we might have to get a sticker for that. And up here we've got the original seat. He doesn't want that, so that'll go on something else. We'll get a new seat put on there. Let's see here, we got original forks. I'm gonna try to take as many dents out of these fenders as I can. We got a couple of large dents up here that I should be able to pound out and smooth out with some Bondo, because this whole thing's gonna get stripped and repainted with new primer and everything, so all of this is gonna come apart. I almost want to get new chrome or just new fenders in general, but these are just fine. So, but taking note into the paint, we're gonna preserve the pinstripes, maybe do some different pinstripes in addition to that. Those I will want to try to hand paint. And of course, I don't know if it's going to be a Schwinn Tiger anymore. It's not going to be a green bike, it's going to be a flat black bike. I asked him what color. He said black. Well, do you want high gloss or flat? He said flat. So that's what we're going with. So I'm thinking it's going to become a Schwinn Panther instead. You know, maybe in spirit we'll have a couple spots of green hardware on it just to keep the original spirit of the bike, but for the most part, all black with the original Schwinn decals repainted. Now I might see if I can find the actual, like, just stickers that I can put on there. Those might be cost prohibitive. I might rather just paint it myself. The only one I would want to pay for would be the Schwinn quality, just so people know that it's still a Schwinn frame. It is still a Schwinn frame. I'm not modifying it, I'm just repainting it, and we're putting some different wheels on it. So for the wheels, I'm thinking some double wall, deep profile wheels, maybe even some velocity rims if I can find some. Although I will be keeping the original coaster hub, and in the front we'll be adding a brake. So I'm not quite sure if I want to get a drum brake or a disc brake, or just go with rim brakes. The thing is if I go with rim brakes, I have to use cantilever brakes, which kind of suck, if you ask me. They don't really work great. It'd be a lot better with, I think, with disc or drum brakes. Now, disc would be probably the cheaper option there. It's not that hard to find a good set of disc brakes, even hydraulic ones. I mean, we can make this thing nice if we really wanted to. So, but that's kind of what we do here. We make cool shit out of old shit. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that build. So I'm gonna get on it. We'll talk to you guys later.